What's going on, YouTube? I just got done with a session, a hookah session, and it's time to about clean my bass because that is really fucking gross. The preferred method to clean your bass is obviously water and one of these things. These aren't bad. They're pretty cheap. I don't really use it, to be honest. It doesn't really reach, especially in this kind of bass. It's just not really shaped for it. And plus you have this really hard metal tip on the end that I feel might be able to scratch the glass, so I just don't even use one of these. Instead, all we're going to do, obviously, dump out that nasty shit first. Only thing I'm going to be using is some isopropyl alcohol and hot water, because those work the best, in my opinion. Filling up the hot water, at least waiting for it to get hot. You're just gonna use some hot water to clear out any extra debris, and then you're gonna fill your base all the way to the top lip with very hot water. Like so. There are people that will say it's going to crack because it can't handle the temperature change, but honestly, hot water from the tap does not get nearly hot enough, in my opinion, to crack your glass base. It hasn't happened to me once. I've been spec for about 6 years, and I've gone through plenty of bases, but never due to water. So we're just going to let that sit for a minute. I use alcohol, for one, because it kills off any flavor, and that's one of the most important things, is to get that really nasty old water musky flavor out of your bass. Two, alcohol works well in cleaning a lot of glass in general. It can pull up some of the debris that just running water through it can't pull up if you let it sit long enough. And three, water sitting in a bass that's sealed off with no air, that's it's just gross. You get bacteria in there. I've seen some growths in some people's basses when they let their bass sit and they forget about it or go on vacation and come back, and it's just filled with just a bunch of grossness. So we're going to use alcohol because that's the easiest way to make sure that you get all the nasties out. So what you're going to do, take your alcohol and put a decent amount in. I'd say just up to that bottom lip should be good enough. Same thing about right there. Cup your hand over the top and watch the alcohol. You need to make sure it coats everything. All the inside needs to be coated. This alcohol and hot water, the base is nice and hot. This is killing off any germs that are in there. It's killing off any kind of growths that might have started depending on how long you left your base water sit. Just in general, it's pretty much just taking your base back to factory settings. And that's really what we're looking for every single time. Kind of switch that around. And I'll probably maybe do a mix of alcohol and hot water combined. Maybe like right there. Just really let it swish around. Think about it as like Hookah Bath mouthwash. That's kind of what you're looking for. It's not too bad looking. After you've done the heavy cleaning, put it back on cold and then just slowly adjust your temperature back to room. Again, I don't think hot water alone will break your bass. I do believe, however, making your base very, very hot and then submersing it in cold water, there might be a chance. So, don't do it too quickly. Do it as, as quickly as you feel comfortable to return your base to room temperature settings. The insides of the bases aren't the only things that get dirty, so make sure that you let the water run all over the outsides of the base as well. After that, just give it a quick dry. This is pretty much what you're left with. Just nice, solid, clean glass. Don't have any gunk up in the bottom corners. I've taken all the ash or any kind of debris that got stuck to the outside. That's pretty much what you want to look for.